I didn't do an audio check, so I will hope. Oh yeah, I need to get a pop filter also, because that hole almost blew my mic away. And I want to do a quick audio test by watching myself. How do I watch my... No. There you go. And that's me, hopefully. There you go. And that's me, hopefully. Sounds... Wait. There you go. No, horses. And that's me, hopefully. Sounds... Wait. There you go. Alright, cool. No, horses. I get it. Latency. Dropped frames, not much, but starting to pile up. I hope that won't be the case for long. I think I can stream. I think I can continue streaming. But the drop frames are not really exciting, because it means the quality from your side is going to be as horrible as I assume it is. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using VS Code at all, because okay. First of all, what I want to do is create a toggle button that kinda looks like this. She's active, but this side is not. These are two things, two different states, I mean. So you click on it and then it toggles to that, and then it shows that it's toggled on. The reason why I'm doing this is I saw a colleague do this in Figma. In seconds, he just slapped stuff around and it started working as a prototype, and I was so amazed at how easy this thing is. So it must be pretty much the same with a couple of divs and some CSS also, to create a custom toggle button thingy. As in an example of where the custom toggle button thingy is, because my illustration looks beautiful but a little bit distracting. So toggle button, I'm just googling a toggle button. Yeah, something like this. This is what I want to create, I guess. Now, do I create the one that looks like that, or the one that looks like my illustration? Tough decision. Decisions are tough. Nah, I'll stick to mine. This is more apply than toggly. Alright, cool. And I'm gonna be using Replit, this collaborative browser-based IDE thingy, because it pretty much has everything on it that I don't think I need to set up myself. Because should I do that, I guess it would be some of the time that I'm going to be spending trying to figure out what I'm trying to do would have to be spent also on setting up the environment, of which this, I believe, will give me what I need without having to. I'm going to be doing this in Vue. Would you look at that? This VJS with Vite, not Vite, Vite. Vite is a French word for something. No, not vitesse. It's Vite. Alright, let's see what we're working for these guys. Where's the name? Didn't write it on this page. Cool. Let me check the other one. Yes, Vite. French word for fast, pronounced Vite. Is a build to and whatnot. So I'm gonna be. I guess I'm gonna be using it. This is a view background. My REPL. Is it a REPL? Or is there another way to pronounce that? I have no idea. I think setting up Tailwind would have been the same trouble. Can I use yarn? Run add Tailwind CSS. Interestingly enough, I do not know if this is even gonna work because the Replit playground thingy is very low on resources. So sometimes resource intensive work or processes by npm sometimes choke. Like fetching packages, this might time out. I didn't try it out. Actually, that's loud. Yeah, you don't want music over your own voice. I mean, why? Looks like it's almost done. I'll just check this guy. Alright, cool. I haven't even started the thing. But then, yeah, no point starting now. Let me just wait. The waiting is not fun. And so it's this components, hello world, JavaScript. Could this be in TypeScript? Should I install TypeScript? Do I need TypeScript? No, I don't. I doubt this has any IntelliSense or auto-completion, and that's what I usually benefit from when using TypeScript, so no point. Add file, toggle. Yeah, I think yeah, no emit completion shortcuts and whatnot, and no Vim key maps that I usually set up. So this is going to be very difficult because I'm so used to using my Vim key maps, and now I have to like write everything by myself and not use those shortcuts. It's gonna be weird. Maybe they should add that feature, like use Vim stuff. And then yeah, this is a div toggle thingy. Do I save or does it save itself? I have no idea. I did install Tailwind. That works. But what I didn't do is initialize Tailwind. So npx tailwind css. Is it Tailwind css or you just write Tailwind? Will that work? Did it work? Nope. Where's my Tailwind file? Is that download a zip node, drag into files and folders, upload. Alright, require. Right, you required those things, and then did you work or not? Maybe it didn't. Alright, I actually don't know how to configure Tailwind. Yeah, I've been using Tailwind with NAS so much so that I forgot how to set it up like from scratch, especially in such an environment, because the first time I'm actually, yeah, I've done this, and then what else? I mean, I could have just done that instead. But does this come with no, it doesn't. It doesn't come with, doesn't seem to come with what's the thing? JavaScript side of it, the playground thingy. So I'm gonna struggle with that one. So let me just go back to this guy. Tailwind thingy didn't work. Cool. And leave. Wait. Well, now would you look at that? All of a sudden the music's too quiet. Create your project, yes. Install so many things to set up. It's Tailwind latest, post CSS and auto prefixer. Alright, let me get those things. Console. It's yarn, add, div, paste. So this will have to skip Tailwind because I've already installed it, but we'll also install post CSS and auto prefixer. The reason why I'm still including Tailwind CSS at latest is if maybe for some weird reason Tailwind that I got was not of the latest version. Maybe this fixes it, hopefully. Alright, that's done. Confirm with my package.json file. JSON or croissant. Let me see. Okay, init project. Does that work in npx tailwind css init p for project? I assume. Do they say that in the docs? They don't explain to you on the docs. That's what I wanted to see. Post CSS config and tailwind CSS config. That's beautiful. Now, how do you use the just-in-time compiler? And with my trusty environment, be able to handle that. I mean, why does this has to be like typed in again? Why couldn't? Oh yeah, because Tailwind is used with different thingies, different libraries and frameworks. So purge by default isn't set up. Do you still need purge if you're using the just-in-time compiler though? I could just set up the just-in-time compiler for Tailwind and skip this because no point. What do you look for it? I have to look for it somewhere. Jet. Come on. I have to. All the things that I thought I was running away from setting this locally are what I'm dealing with now. I still have to okay, I'm just gonna install this guy only. Copy back to playground, down, add, div, paste. I should have done it Control V, but I do not know how this console reacts to that, so might as well not. Plugins. Oh, funky stuff. Now I do Tailwind CSS /git, not git. It's no, go away. At Tailwind CSS /just-in-time. And do I need anything? I still need to configure the purge thingy. Why? If you're using auto prefixer, make sure you're on the latest version using that. There's a bug in all the versions that make it incompatible with this library. Configure the purge. Why do you still need to configure? The reason why I added the just-in-time compiler was to run away from using the purge thingy. Why do you need it if the just-in-time compiler only generates the CSS that you need anyway? Doesn't make sense, but then anyway, I'll just continue. My running away efforts were stopped. Do I save? How do you auto format? Is there a way to format document? Yes, there you go. there's almost likely always a way to do something you want to do with whatever, wherever. It's just that you just don't know it, and taking chances sometimes helps in that regard. Now what I want to do is, because Tailwind is funky now, it equals require Tailwind CSS colors. The reason why we need to import this is we want to make our CSS generated file as light as possible. So we do this. Gray has to be colors. Blue. Oh wow! IntelliSense. That's wonderful. Not my Vim key maps though. That obviously that makes sense. And my toggle button has to be, what color should it be? Color palettes. Where are your colors? My toggle button has to be blue, plain blue. We don't have to be fancy with this. It's just well, blue gray make it what I want it to be. So let me just stick with the gray. Why is this complaining? Expression expected. What type of expression are you expecting? Am I doing this right even? I think I'm messing something up, but we'll find out soon. Yes, theme, colors. I seem to be doing good. Alright, cool. This closes that one, and then this opens up to close that one. So what's the problem? I hate this. I hate this already. Let me get to deleting. Alright, colors. Why are you complaining, you little girl? Did I mess something up along the lines up there? Like, okay, let's see. Alright, what did I do wrong? Why is this complaining all of a sudden? Did I not close something? Why are you complaining? Cool. Let me just try to revert back to what this was when I found it. You also go away. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, a nice revert will do you good. I know it already exists. Do something about it. It's not delete file thingy. Recreate it because it's acting up and I'm not in a mood to trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I hope you didn't. Yes, that was not changed. So this is created and already my trusty project is already complaining, and this is a new file. Couldn't find declaration file for tone. Dude, click 0 push history unit yes. So my trusty what you call environment is going nuts. Nothing a good refresh won't fix. I mean, that works for pretty much everything. If my computer was acting up, I'd have to like restart the whole thing, turn it on and off and on. Alright, cool. Go back to this guy, copy and paste the purge code thingy. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put that thing. I thought it was done with the config. So always found you. Copy. Yeah, if it acts up again, complaining about things that don't exist, I'll shove a nice refresh to it. I'm actually hungry. I thought I had enough to eat. Tailwind CSS, colors, spacing north, and then in the colors I have gray and blue. I haven't even started the main reason why I'm streaming, because there's so many loops you have to go through. I mean, this is the reason why people hate frameworks so much. But then those people don't get a chance to use Tailwind, this great platform, because it's because they're purists. They have to write everything from scratch by themselves. A script setup is still an experimental proposal. Follow its status. Where do you see that? Is it used anywhere? It is not. Ooh, it is used here. But will I need it? I doubt that I would need this. Interesting that they've updated this template, but they haven't updated the actual proposal thingy on the view next repo, which makes it hard to pick up this thing and try it out. So this is the hello world. Delete file. I do not need you anymore. Deleting you will then break this guy and that guy also. I can't use Vim shortcuts again. I have to keep on reminding myself because I forget all the time. This is also using the script setup. Interesting to find. I do not need the style tag in my template. I am going to struggle with coming up with what was here previously because I've deleted everything, which was dumb now I realize. But yeah, let's just wait a minute. How did they do? So you just import the thing and then it just works. Look at you. Toggle from components toggle. Cool. I use double quotations for some reason. Toggle. In fact, with Vue.js, I tend not to like using in my templates area. I do not like using. Is it Pascal case components? I use kebab case. Reason is, it makes it easier for me to find when I'm using an existing lemon tag. It's easy to just see that, hey man, this looks pretty familiar, and I usually check Google for the HTML tags to see if I'm not reusing the same one as my component name, of which I don't think is advised. Alright, cool. Our toggle exists now to make obviously. Come on, this should come with Emmet. I mean, this is just tedious. Who needs to write all these things? They should just pop out from themselves, like by themselves. I mean, come on, I don't want to use that. So, do I need? No, I don't. So just self-close the thing. Alright, cool. My toggle's there. But let's make it fancy or centered. And the way I could center this is by using flex and then justify center and align center. Is it align center or? Oh, wait a minute. I actually don't know how big is my div, so I used blue. Please tell me Tailwind works. Tailwind is not responding. Tailwind, come back. Did I even configure it right though? Alright, getting started. This, and then this, pretty obvious. And then okay. I feel like I'm not going to be using the just-in-time compiler on this triplet. I do feel like I will run away from it because it's causing more complications than I think I could stand for. So bye. But then after changing the post CSS config, I have to rerun my whole thing. Wait, it's still not working. Help off. I'm a forgetful mind, me I am. I didn't finish setting up Tailwind. The assets file is not there. When setting up Tailwind, you have to create that's there, the base CSS file, of which I didn't. So Tailwind might have been working, but this was missing. So yeah, let me just do that quick. Wait a minute, I think I can do this and then put my, wait, what should I put this at? This guy should come back. You should be here. And where's my replet? Replet, come back. That works. Ah, cool. Now Tailwind, tell me your secrets. Tailwind CSS. Why is this a specific folder? If you're going to choose, you can also skip creating a CSS file altogether and import instead, which has all of these directives already in place. I can just do that. I think that's way better. Import. Okay, let me just try to use single quotes also. Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS. And a nice dependencies updated reloading page. Vite is super fast given the amount of resources it has access to right now. I'm impressed. Should I be impressed? What's going on with where's my code? Isn't there has to be like something like, alright, let me start adding weird stuff. Bah, yes. Ah, such a relief. Now I can wait a minute. I think I can use my just-in-time compiler then. Okay. Quick experiment to see if the git compiler thingy was gonna work. The jet compiler. The GIF started a wall. I have to stop and restart, obviously, because this is a project-wide config. No complaints so far. Let's see how far you take your complaints. Do you do stuff after this? You do stuff after this. Flex and justify center. And items center. Is it item center or align center? Either one of these has to center my guy. Unless, no, yes. Then min height. I have to make sure my div fits my browser window screen thingy. I've done. Is it min height screen? This is supposed to be correct. Why aren't you working? Let me see how big it is. Oh, yeah. So it's not align center. It's not, then is it items center? I think it's items center. It's items center. Cool. Now my toggle thingy is going to be at the dead center of my screen, which is what I want. Now for the toggle. You, my friend, will be the center of attention. Quite literally. You have two states. You have to be either on or off. You have a border. How do you set border sizes in this thing? Border 2 maybe? Why is there a foo? Well, it's this guy. No, not multiple toggles, just one guy that I have to click, and he must be toggled. Yeah. And you have no items yet. Or oh yeah, you do have an item, and this is the div. Obviously, emmet is not set up in this REPL or Replit platform altogether. Yeah, no. Div. No. The autosave is a pain in the ass when it doesn't know that you're not done typing, you're still thinking. But then there's so far no way to figure that one out. So you must be the solid guy that pretty much denotes my button thingy. So background, oh, no need for that. Background has to be gray, which is the same color as my border, and you must be away from my border. You also, this is gonna be interesting. What do we have here? It's rounded full. Do I have to say rounded? Flip. Fucking rounded. I still cannot see this though. So let me make this bigger. Too big. No, actually, it's not too big. The border is too small. Perfect. Now, let's make this interesting. Let's make horizontal. Ooh, horizontal. Close. Now for the weird stuff. We make you a flex item so that my guy comes to my guy. How is this working? What's going? Flip. Yeah, that's why. I get it now. It's the padding that's keeping my dot to the center. So the padding is both on the left and on the right of this guy. Thus, this dot thingy will always be centered. So the padding idea is not going to work. Touché. What idea will work might be the width. Let's take the same width. No. What the hell is that? Alright, how about 24? No, touch typing is a mess. That could work. This looks like a toggle button. Okay, cool. Now for the fun part. This is gonna be hard to animate, and it's gonna be the first time I'm using Tailwind animations. I've never, with all the side projects that I've tried and am using Tailwind on, even my portfolio site, there is not any space where I'm using animations, and yeah, it's gonna be horrible. I'm looking forward to it. So that's that side. And now we need states. Script. I could use the setup syntax, but I have no idea how that works. Let me stick to what I know. Do I use let me use TypeScript for absolutely no reason, because I mean I just need one property. I don't need this. The IntelliSense on this thing isn't even that great, so yeah, absolutely no point for that. So export, export default setup. Oh yes, view3 return, and then here it's gonna be my trusty no, should I name your state? Yeah, I think I can name your states. Now this means I have to now import a ref thingy from view, I think. I can use a better name for this if it's just toggled false and return toggled. Returning this in the setup function makes it available to my template, so I can use it in my templates. For example, toggled. This, yeah, it works. Does it work? It fucking works. Yes, that's gonna be the default state. We are not interested in that. No, come back. Now for the fun part. Making this work with clicking on it, which Tailwind docs will have to come in very handy with this one, because I know it's here somewhere. I saw it. I saw some demo video. Yes, focus ring utilities. Is it focus ring utilities? Something to do with groups and stuff. What's a focus ring? Is it just a focus ring that I'm thinking of? It is a focus ring that I'm thinking. Ooh. Can I color my focus ring? Because I can color my focus ring. This makes it so many times better. Alright, well, that's not the point. I'm looking for something to do with groups. Group focus, group hover, group something, group help. Where are my groups? Where are my groups at? This has nothing to do with groups. This has nothing to do with groups. Anyway, I have no idea where to go from here. But one thing I can do is try with this guy first. Do that, do that, do that, and do that. We need something that's gonna toggled. If toggled, use these sets of classes. If not, use these sets of classes. Go away error. So if it's toggled or active, classes that should be there is, first of all, the border has to be pink, a very bright pink. And for you guys fights, I will remove the color of the border from here and put it in the default states. So border gray has to be that ugly. And the clicker, something simple. Just set up a click listener here and be lazy with it. Instead of writing a custom, let me just write a custom method so that it's cleaner. Const toggle. That sounds like an action. Toggled value equals and opposites of what that was initially, and pass the function to the template. So I've toggled starting as a default false, and I have a toggle function that inverts the value of toggled. Simple enough. I mean, it's pretty simple from here. Now, does it work? It works, but the pink color is not working. Flip, I didn't use pink. I saw pink when I was looking at that ring thingy. I'm using blue. Blue is a little bit too light. Let's darken it a bit. That's better. Now, how do I make... I don't need some fancy Tailwind stuff for this. I just need to use the same toggled property down here also. To say... Where's the format? Format document. They can't format... Does Vuejs have like any tools for formatting their files? Because this doesn't look neat at all. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna Thanos the hell out of it. Alright, cool. That's done. Now for the guy below. I actually thought it was going to be complex because of that reason and that reason only. The fact that there's a way to group stuff with Tailwind, so that when one part of it receives some sort of event or some action has to happen or some change in state, that change is like propagated to all the other elements that you set up to oh yes, it's these things. The focus within, the focus and whatnot, and group hover and whatnots, and those type of things. I think along those lines, there's one of them that has to work the way that I thought was gonna work, but we seem to be almost done with my little toggle button thingy here. Oh, it's the animations that are gonna get me. Yeah, it's the animations. Alright, cool. Now for the dynamic class. And toggled. If it's toggled, set your background to blue, not that variant of the color, but that one, and if not, stick to gray. Like I should have just used autocomplete there, but the amount of laziness. Now that works. What also needs to work is that dot thing has to go to the other side. So yeah, pretty simple that one, I believe. Apart from font blue, another class that we need to add when toggled is active is flex. No, it's justify end. Done. That works. How to animate now? Is it transitions? Oh, want that. How do I get that? It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Oh, that's the delay. Just the transition property on its own, please. Thank you. Now flex border around the 4 and then I think that's working. I do not know how to can't I transition the flex property also? Or should I add that down here? Like yeah, I understand that these are, it's not working yet. Alright, cool. Let me do this. Let me break that guy and then I don't even know if the color transition is working or not, so I'm just gonna add there's a transition. Oh, anyway, where's time for a transition? I want it to like drag forever. Transition, duration, flip, duration 1000. But why the whole 1000? Come on, Adam. Is it me or is this working? I can't tell. It's actually working. Cool. Now let's try this other class instead. And remove that guy. And what else? That's still not working. Transition, then all. It's not working. Should I use like, ooh, that's another way to do this instead of using flex. Because I'm assuming flex is the CSS property that's making this difficult for us, as it doesn't want to animate items or child items that it has. So instead of using flex, I could use the parent div could be relative, and then the dot be absolute, and then I animate the positioning instead. If positioning works, let me try that, because I'm close, I can feel it. Alright, cool. First of all, flex be gone. You are no use to us anymore. The justify be gone. Transitions also for now be gone. First of all, we have to make it work without animations. We have to just make it work before we think of animations. So it's another way to do this. It's all run it full, no information about positioning and whatnot. Yes, looks pretty basic. Pretty basic for now. Toggle class. We make, where do I put the relative? I think, yeah, that's another thing that I'm paranoid about when writing Tailwind utility classes. I start with dimensional utilities, and then it's coloring, and then it's anything else after. Like for instance, this has something to do with dimensions, but not really. So one has to, ooh, that's not cool. That's not cool. But let's use the trickery of the internet to get what we want. Instead of that, increase the number of padding so that it loads. It's not gonna look like it. but that's close. Now what's next is you absolute. This is not going as planned. At all. I think I can remove this guy and then just say top. Looks like we're getting there, boys. And then when not toggled, stick to the left. I hate where this is going, but I mean, do I have a choice? No, I don't have a choice. And then when toggled, go to the right. I'm assuming they have auto in positioning, because if they don't, no, not this guy. Should it? Yeah. Inserts 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11. Whole lot of values. Auto, yes. Now toggle. Smarties. And then transition. Oh, it's not working yet. Will it work though? I doubt it will work. I'm starting to really doubt that this would work. I'd be hurt. Ah, cool. Let's add transition all to the top guy also. What works? What works? What doesn't? This doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? Oh, by the way, I've lost or dropped 24% of my frames during the course of the stream. Like, if this doesn't work in 5 minutes, I'm quitting. I think I've achieved half of what I wanted. But the thing is, why you no work? Why you no work? Why you no work? Not working. Even that didn't work. What works? Google to the rescue. The actual Google. I'm actually using Bing as my default search engine. Fun fact. Tailwind. Transition. Position. Yes. This. Or is it transforms? Transforms, yeah, those are pretty much very easy. I don't even know if this works for translate to I. Wait, should I translate stuff? Usage, responsive, motion responsive, customizing height. I don't think I need that with the get compiler. Do I have no idea. Okay, this. No, I'm not interested in that. Translations. Or should I be translating stuff? Maybe I should be translating stuff. Interesting. precision duration. No, not interested. Timing function. Delay. No, I want transforms. Yes. Is this what I'm looking for? Could it be? Could it be not? Let's see. Because translations are easily animatable, but positions, I doubt. It's alright. Okay. Go back. Wait a minute. That's there. I don't think. Yeah, my guy will not work if that guy disappears. I mean, where is going to be transformed from if I do not provide that information? So class duration, and then again, first let's make it work before we try to animate. 0 and then 0. And then for the toggle, please work this time, or else I'm gonna lose my job. No, it's transform and then translate. It's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, X. Is that a thing? What is going on? Why isn't anything moving? Alright, cool. Maybe this. Do the trick. Almost there. Almost there. Shoebox. What it means. No. That one doesn't go away. Or else our toggle falls apart. Almost. There's so many things you can do with almost. We could cheat the whole. Oh, God. Cheat too much. I can also do bits of transforms. Transform yourself. Why aren't you transforming? It's not transforming. Yeah, not at all. Did I mess up something? Oh yeah, I did. It was supposed to be 3/4. I mean, if that's the case, then it means this is the worst hacked together solution I could ever find on the internet, and I'm doing also. I'm not sure why it's not working, but I honestly do not blame it. What I'm doing is horrible, and I will forever be banned from the Council of CSS or whatever. But I mean, I said 5 minutes, and yeah, 5 minutes is up. In fact, it's been 7 minutes. So yeah, that part, well, nah, but then I broke what was working, so I can't stop now. I have to fix it. After figure out if No. This is position animation. Grandpa. Alright, let's see. There isn't much animate ping. What's ping? No. The freaking example here does this. How does it do it? Why is it animated but I can't animate what I was trying to do? Can I copy this? I can. If you can't beat them, join the heck out of them. I'm gonna inspect the shit out of you. But then that's a transform, not a moving transform. Those changes I'm looking for now. Alright, I don't seem to see what I'm looking for here, so yeah, okay. Inspecting element is not working for me. I shall find another solution, as giving up is not an option. Struggle is real. Let's try again. Transform, transition. It's transition. Let's go ahead and check you out. Excuse me. These variants are not enabled by default. Why do I need to enable these things then? Will this fix my problems as a developer? Or will they slap me in the face because I'm incompetent? Do that. Please work. Oh, I have to. Almost forgot. I have to fix what I broke. First of all, remove translations as they flip. The reason why this translation didn't work is because I didn't put the transform right before it. Cheeky little boss. Yeah, that's what didn't work. But we're over that now. No transforms. Instead, we put this guy to the left, and you should forever see there. Nope. Oh yeah, that animation's still there. Toggled blue green. That works. Now, this has to be animated. Wait a minute. What if I Google Tailwind CS? No. Animate absolute position. Does it do that or does it not? Use absolute position. I want to animate. I know how to center a div. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Yeah, these are looks like keyframe animations. I'm not interested in those ones. I am, however, interested in just transitioning an item from my screen, from like one spot to another spot, and then done. This is the same. I need breakfast. That's what I need. Translates the absolute positioning. Please don't tell me this is not just a. But this is not saying anything. Well, it's saying something about what it wants to say. But it's not what I want. I know how to center an element. Stop showing me how to center. Maybe this is just bing. Let me bing. Tailwind. Transition absolute position. Not width. Not pin. Darn it, you shoebox. Transitioning hidden elements. Will that work? Or will it not? So if I can't even animate a toggle button, how am I going to animate some, I don't know, some sidebar in the future? Stop with the translations. Yeah, this is pretty obvious. Well, there is a way to fix this. I could instead make this more nested than it already is, which is something that I do not like, but I gotta do it. Alright, cool. Firstly, this guy gone, and bring this guy. And instead of having this div be a solid, have another item or another element inside of it be a solid instead. This could have been a div, but I don't know, I wanted to switch it up a bit. Use a span for all we care. This will absolutely work, by the way. I know for sure. I tested it out 2 years ago. Oh, well, this one has to be, is it 3 pixels away from each other, or 3 positioning thingies? What's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on. And then obviously the toggle color thingy has to be here now. So dynamic class toggled should either be this or that. And we're talking about background where 5 is. Why is this complaining? Interesting. And remove coloring from the guy above so that we get that space. Dude, stop complaining about that. We can instead make it say light gray so that at least we see where the outside element lies. Okay, go too dark. visible gray. Nice. Now, why isn't this on the absolute? Oh, that's why. And then instead of that, we translate x-axis full, almost full, almost. So what's the deal now? Why aren't you going that way? Because you're supposed to end at the very end. Oh, so that's why. So I have to start decreasing the width now, so that the containing div, the parent div, is almost, if not exactly 200% wider than the contained div. So yeah, ring width, just the width, which will be a chore because I have no idea if CSS units are that synchronous. No, I mean symmetric. And where's my width? Shoebox. There you go. So from 24 I can go to 16. Do I have anything in between, like 20? Yeah, let's try that. Almost. Let's see if you can hack this. This is unconventional. This is not gonna work. This will never work. But point still stands. That whatever happened with the transitions is horrible, and you can't just take. Maybe you can. It's just that I don't know how. It replicates what Figma can do with just your CSS and HTML. I just can't, I believe. Keep on hacking thing. Go higher. Oh. See if we play. Those who play all through the day and night. Larger and no, not gonna happen. Let's go back to our dimensions and try to figure out what is going on, and that's still too wide. Now, besides the hackery that I'm trying to put together, it was just too wide. That looks disturbing. How about this? No. I meant to change translate instead. I just saw full and started chugging in stuff to it. You kidding me? So I was fighting for this all along. Alright, cool. Why do we have to fight though? Code is so unfair. I forgot Vim. I don't have Vim installed on this thing. I like Vim. Can't use it for shits, but I like Vim. Alright, cool. Now work. Now let's make you a little bit pretty than you already are by removing this guy. Why did 6 cows and 3 nations have to die just so that you work? 3 nations, did I say 3 nations? I mean, why did I have to get disoriented for this to work? Anyway, yeah, I think this concludes my beautiful stream. This would be how you create a toggle button. I hope no one ever goes through this hell that I went through today. But yeah, just Google something, find a package for this, download it, or use 2 images, just transition through them, because this was not worth it. It took me a whole hour and 17 minutes just to create a toggle button that looks pretty. So yeah, it's not worth the effort. Just use the default native browser one that looks horrible. I know it looks horrible, but I mean, or just Google stuff online, you're gonna find this, then to try and build it from scratch, because wow, the struggle. Anyway, cheers, old people.